Good morning, this is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and you're listening to Coffee with Kris, the time of the day where we share a cup of coffee and share a bit of the Word of God. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday morning for a hot cup of coffee and a hot cup of the Word of God. We're in the Torah portion of Vayichi, which means he lived, and our Sidra today is Genesis 49, verses 1 through 18. This is Jacob giving the blessing to his 12 sons. And so I really want to focus on verses 5 through 7, which is a blessing given to Simeon and Levi together. It says, Simeon and Levi are brothers. Why does he address them together? Well, let's keep reading and let's find out. Simeon and Levi are brothers, related by weapons of violence. It was Simeon and Levi that single or double-handedly, I should say, went into Shechem and slaughtered all of the men 3 days after they had been circumcised and was believed that they were going to now be a part of the family of Israel. But this was all a ruse because they had raped their sister Dinah. And so to get them back as a reprisal, they fooled them into circumcision and then went and killed them at their most vulnerable and weakest moment. It says, Simeon and Levi are brothers, related by weapons of violence. Let me not enter their counsel. Let my honor not be connected with their people. So Reuben was the firstborn. He lost his firstborn rights because he slept with Jacob's concubine, Jacob's wife, Bilhah. Simeon and Levi were next in line as firstborn, but because they pulled this little, the shenanigans at Shechem, they lost their rights as firstborn. And so it says in verse 6, let me not enter their counsel. Let my honor not be connected with their people. For in their anger they killed men, and in their whim they maimed cattle. Cursed be their anger, for it is fierce. Their fury, for it has been cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. So Simeon, Levi was scattered all over Israel, because they become the priestly tribe, so they were scattered everywhere. Simeon was kind of landlocked by other tribes, and they were very small in numbers. Sometimes they were absorbed into one tribe or another tribe, or absorbed into Judah. Eventually, Simeon gets taken off into Assyrian captivity with the other 10 tribes, and this is just a theory, but some believe that a portion of Simeon became the Spartans. Because in the books of Maccabees, the Maccabees, which are from the Levites, call the Spartans their brothers. They never called any Gentile their brother. They would never use that term. They would say their associate or their friend or their ally or whatever, but they called them brothers, which many think that, the Levites knew that somehow that the Spartans, or at least part of them, were somehow connected to them biologically through Simeon, through Simeon. So I think that's kind of very interesting how we see this blessing given by Jacob and how it played out in the apocryphal literature, or possibly played out in the apocryphal literature in the books of Maccabees. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and God bless.